Joining in right now is Mr. Sharad Kumar Saraf. He's the president of FIEO, or the Federations of Indian Export Organizations. Thank you so much, sir, for taking time out. Mr. Saraf, can you just clarify first up, what the implications are of this for the government really capping the MEIS benefits for exporters?
Yes, ma'am. At the outset, I want to compliment the Ministry of Commerce, who have really worked very hard to get this little bit of MEIS go through the Department of Revenue. Now, actually, there is not one cap. There are two caps. There is a cap of 2 crore per exporter, and there is a cap of 5,000 crore rupees that the Department of Revenue has agreed to cap for the total payout. And this is why they have mentioned that this scheme can be withdrawn even before 31st March 2020. So, in any case, this scheme of this cap of 2 crore is really very small, because 2 crore with a rate of 3 or 5% or 4%, you are talking of an export of about per month 10-15 crores, which is really too little. So, first is this would discriminate small exporters and large exporters. And the sustaining power of exports is really, if you ask me, is to some extent on the large exporters, because they carry a much larger burden on them. But having said this, I again compliment the Commerce Ministry for at least announcing one scheme. I hope that the period 1st April to 31st August would be covered by the new road tab scheme, which is being worked out now. And we have requested the GK Pillai committee to make this scheme applicable from 1st April. So hopefully that period will also should get addressed.
Okay, Mr. Saraf, I just wanted to also get in a view as to, what the implications of this could be, because analysts and reports are suggesting that the export incentives will be at risk for a lot of sectors, especially the OEMs and the autos. Can you just give us your view on what this would mean for them, because it contributes to quite a significant amount of their overall PBT?
Yeah, ma'am, that is correct. A lot of sectors will benefit. But among the sectors, only the small exporters will benefit. If you are talking of large exporters like TVS, Bajaj Auto, Balkrishna Tire and so on, they would complete their 2 crore in 1 or 2 months. So they would not last for 4 months. But anyway, something is better than nothing. And at least they would have this benefit of 2 crores. Let us hope that that would help. And maybe by that time, road tap scheme may roll out, and in that case, there may be some benefit later on as we go along. But the fact is, cap is too less.
We also understand that further benefits under the MEIS scheme are not going to be available come January 2021. Help us understand the repercussions of the same.
No, that is correct, because Ministry had already said that after 31st December, MEIS would not be there. So this is a known fact. But by that time, we expect road tab scheme to be operational. So already GK Pillai committee is working on the numbers that are required to be implemented or given for the exporters. So I think in next 2 months, road tab scheme should be ready. In which case there will be a seamless transition from MEIS to road tab.
Mr. Saraf, we also understand that perhaps there is a plan under works to try and introduce a remission of duties or taxes on export product to replace MEIS. Help us understand at what stage is the implementation, and is it a surety that this is going to be implemented in the first place? And if so, if you could give us any timeline for the same.
Ma'am, I already mentioned that road tab, remission of duties and taxes on export product, is going to replace MEIS scheme, and this was announced earlier also by both Finance Minister as well as Commerce Minister. So that is a fact. But what surprised me a little bit was your doubt that this scheme would be announced or not announced. I think you are also you have also started doubting the government intentions of policy measures. But believe me, this scheme will certainly come. GK Pillai committee has been formed. GK Pillai is one of the senior most officials, ex-officials of Government of India. He was earlier Commerce Secretary, sorry, and we had a very good interaction with him few days back, and we have informed him what concerns we have, and he has taken it. The committee has taken it very rightly. So I think there is no doubt on that scheme coming through, and what exporters will get, what percentage the exporters will get, is a question mark at the moment. It all depends on the justification given by exporters regarding the duties and taxes suffered by them.
Saraf, my question was not whether this replacement is coming or not. I completely got your point in that. My question was, when is this replacement coming in?
Well, from 1st January, I presume. But if they stop MEIS earlier and they are ready with the scheme earlier, then they could even start earlier. That is number one. Number two, we have requested the Pillai committee to consider making this scheme applicable from 1st April onwards. So this gap between the time slot between 1st April to 31st August, that also needs to be covered by the road tax scheme. And second, we have also appealed that there should be no cap on the disbursement. We are talking of complete remission of duties and taxes, and therefore it should be complete without any cap. So we hope that this works out. So as far as time frame is concerned, the 1st January is the final, but it could even happen earlier.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us, Mr. Saraf.